It's publishing, so hang on. It says it's published. It says we are live. Okay. 2 seconds. You're good to go.
All right, good evening. Today is September 8th, 2025. We are going to be opening the public meeting for the capital improvement plan. We have present all 3 board members along with the Harrison Township trustee and the fire chief, Shane Gibson. We're going to open up the publication at this time. If there's anybody here to comment, at this time I don't see anybody present to comment, so we're going to head and close the public meeting at this time. Yeah, if you would.
Okay. So with the legislative changes that went into effect July 1, all taxing units are now required to have a capital improvement plan to be done yearly. The trustee is tasked with providing a CIP, capital improvement plan, to the board for review and adoption. This is my CIP. I emailed it out to you guys last week for review. We waited on a template from the state to get that started. You'll see first page cash balances, adjusted balances for the different funds. The 2 funds that are affected for the road fund are rainy day and general. You'll see those in a white box, and then you'll see the restricted funds, the fire and EMS, and the cumulative fire funds. Those are restricted. Those are not subject to transferring money to the road fund. That's why they're in dark shade for your viewing there. We've gone 25, 26, 27, and 28 on our capital improvement plan. Obviously, this is subject to change. Just because it's on the CIP does not mean that it will come to fruition. It's my goal. We're going to have to figure out how to be able to fund everything to be able to make this happen. Some are more of a wish list item, some are necessities, and some items that are on the CIP are already in process for this year, such as the fire hose. It arrived today, actually, way ahead of schedule. So that, you'll see that's the very first one listed. The brush truck is on there. The brush truck is in, it came in damaged, with the front bumper being damaged in transit. They are working to get that replaced so we can acquire that and then get started with the build out on it. There's security door listed. That's an exterior door at the fire station, interior doors at the fire station, updated access system to the fire station, new garage door openers, looking into a O2 cascade system. A little bit of upfront costs associated with that. Long term, that would be a more financially beneficial way to go versus what our current costs are using one of the companies here in town. A cascade system to accompany that. We've discussed and talked about potentially adding more tornado sirens to the township, and then obviously the elephant in the room of a new engine, a new tanker pumper, new pumper, whatever you want to call it. When we get to that point, it's going to be over $1 million. So you'll see that listed for multiple years, and that's just to help us save money back to at some point be able to do these items. So that's where it stands right now, mainly fire related. Obviously, the township, one of our biggest tasks is fire protection. The building hasn't had anything other than maintenance since I've come in 23. So we're trying to keep things going there in its current spot. So that's what I've got for you for review and adoption. I'm open to answer any questions, comments, or concerns about anything. Again, just because it's on CIP does not mean that it will happen. I would love for everything on that list to happen. That's a lot of dollars, and to make that happen.
Is there a plan, a template for any schematics on the new station you want to see, or addition, or?
No, not with the current budget we have. It's not in the forecast for a brand new station. I've asked for a couple of additions onto the station for some prices for that. The two people that's been down there and took measurements. It's been several months ago and I still haven't heard from them, so we're probably going to be starting that process over again. To try to get, we're looking at maybe adding on to the north, and we've also discussed several times, I think in this meeting also, about putting a container shed facing north-south by the ambulance bay that we can put the boat and stuff in. So, because the metal container we got now has a big hole in the side of it, the doors won't close on the front of it, so it's basically open to the public right now. Any other questions?
All right, at this time, I'm gonna need a motion to close. What?
You close the public meeting and then move in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I closed this.
Yeah.
I don't need a motion to.
Oh, yeah, if you want to go ahead and jump ahead of that, you can.
I was just gonna make a motion to close it, then we'll start.
That's fine. Yep.
So I need a motion to close this meeting.
Make that motion to close this meeting at this time.
All right, do I have a second?
Yep.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, that concludes this special board meeting for the open.
We'll stay alive to go into the next meeting.
All right, I now call to order at 5:05 p.m. on September 8th, the September meeting. You have in front of you have seen the last month's meeting minutes. I need a motion on that, if there's not any questions.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Second?
I'll second.
Any other discussions on that?
No.
Okay, all in favor of that, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? That motion was passed. We also had our monthly, in this packet that you have seen, we have the bank statements. Again, just we have the initials for that. If you haven't already, please make sure you have done so. The next thing on our agenda is the road fund that we have accepted or made a motion and voted on prior to this. We just needed signatures on that, which we have already done so at this time, which is all in favor of that. Now, we just had a public meeting for the CIP. We are now needing to make a motion to adopt that CIP. So if I could have a motion to adopt the CIP at this time.
I'll make a motion that we adopt the CFP the way it was read.
Okay.
Second.
Have a second by Mark. Any other questions, comments, concerns? No. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's no. So that passes 3-0. Next on the agenda is the sexual harassment policy that we have been emailed out and to review. And I need a motion to accept the email version of that.
Make a motion to accept the email version of the sexual harassment
Okay.
policy.
And I will second that one. Any other discussions or anything like that?
Anybody have any questions on that? It's pretty standard. The township did not have a sexual harassment policy. Just doing a comprehensive review of all policies, procedures, both with the township and the fire department, looking to update best practices, things of the nature. So we did not have one, so that's what I created for your review. Pretty standard and straightforward.
Absolutely. We have two motions. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 3-0. And next on our agenda is the budget. We had went over this, I believe it was last month, correct?
Yeah, public hearing.
Yeah. And so we just need a motion to accept the 2026 budget. If I could have a motion on that.
Make a motion that we pass or approve the 2026 budget.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
By Mark. Any other questions, comments, or concerns about the budget for
And
2026?
again, just to reiterate, that budget is funded per G. Robinson at the Department of Local Government Finance. So, moving in the right direction.
Awesome. All in favor of this, hereby saying aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? All right, passes. Favor 3-0. Next on our agenda is the Harrison Township Fire Department. With Shane, the chief here. You want to go ahead with anything that you may have?
Nothing major at this time. Chris touched on the brush truck getting fixed. And I just touched on getting some more estimates for adding on to the station for that. And then a shed. My notice on here is clothing allowance, which me and Sue have discussed already. We're going to get working on that. The inventory for the fire department's done. It's getting tweaked, put in an Excel form so it can be very legible and stuff.
And I did receive the EMS inventory.
Yes.
From Ian.
So that one's done. Donald had it done and was actually waiting on the EMS stuff, and I let him know Ian's already turned that in. So Toby Harris is basically our IT guy. He's putting it all together in a nice Excel form so it can be sent over. So
Thank you.
we got a couple new members we're building up. We got another KFD guy, one of the newer guys. He joined the other day, so we're starting to build up. So hopefully, we're doing good. Had a meeting, just so everybody knows, yesterday. The fire department went over a lot of stuff. Basically, the ambulance, mostly doing their volunteer hours. I let them know that they need to do that. There would be no more signing up for paid shifts unless they do their volunteer hours. So that's where we're at with that. So, and we did, like Chris said here, we did receive the hose today. It's inside now, safe, locked in the thing. So they did just set it right outside the door by the Coke machine. So
I'm going to send a follow-up email to Sentinel on that as well.
Other than that, that's all I have, guys.
Okay. Awesome. Do you have any questions or anything for Shane? Either one of you?
Not me.
Have you guys, AFT grant, has the department applied for that?
I am still trying to locate somebody that can write grants for us. Everyone I've found wants several thousands of dollars that we don't have to give them right now to do that. So as it is right now, we haven't been able to apply for anything. If anybody's got any ideas that we can fix that, and I'm all ears, we can do that. There's a few that's been out there, but again, if you don't have somebody who knows how to write grants, it's not even worth the time trying. So
Yeah.
there is some grant schools I've been looking into. It's on my list to get with trustee here, maybe send one or two people to these grant schools. Those are even $400 and $500 a piece to go to those. So
We've got training.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can facilitate that.
a couple of them are online classes too, so maybe even better for us.
They offer anything at FDIC on grant writing?
FDIC was more of a here you can come to us for grant writing. Here's what it is. Yeah, most of them are like hot classes and stuff down here for them. So
It's been obviously a couple of years since I've written them, but if you find somebody and they want help, I can help them, but
okay.
it's been a couple of years.
I've had a couple of people express interest in going to class, so we'll get it figured out here and start working on it. So, also, I've been approached by 10 grant staff at Howard educators wanting to put on an EMT school at Harrison. He's supposed to give me some more details, but my main goal for him was I want our guys to go for free. If we're gonna facilitate it, our guys get to go to class for free. We can charge everybody else to come in, so. With that, and we're also starting to put together a fire 1 and 2 class at the first of the year, so.
On that, I would like to see that be as cost effective for other municipalities, other volunteer departments, whoever.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously your instructors have got to get paid, but if that's something that we can offer at a cheaper rate than what we have been sending people to get their EMT that the townships pay for, then that would be pretty cool. And it would be an added value for.
And most of your classes right now are $900 to $1,000, sometimes even more for EMT. I told Tim if we could do it for $750, something like that, we're gonna get a heck of a lot more people, so.
Maybe there's a way of talking to the county commissioners about throwing in some money.
Possible.
You know, we did that years ago.
That's all I have, guys.
Speaking of the EMT class, didn't we have somebody just recently go to a
There are
class?
two that went to school, they passed, they've been working, one of them works at Howard now on the truck, Kayla, and then Adria is the nurse, she's working down there back and forth now, so.
Very cool. Alright. Last on our agenda, is just talk about some of the upcoming, or one of the most important upcoming meetings of 2026. That's going to be January 6th. That's when we have to come in and have our formal meeting to organizational elect officers. Yes, that's what I was trying to get to. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's going to be at 8 a.m. if you're available on the 6th.
And if something changes with your shift, we can still pivot. The Harley's coming off shift. I'm on shift that day. By state law, it's mandated to be that day. So the goal was to have it first thing in the morning.
What day is that?
It's a Tuesday.
First Tuesday
It's the
following the
first
first
Tuesday after
Monday.
the first Monday.
Okay, all right. I get off work.
And like I said, we can, if we have to pivot the time a little bit, and you know, the idea was to not have to take off work. Just
I get off work at 7, so that's fine.
So other than that, the next meeting, township meeting, is going to be November 19th here at the Harrison Township Trustee's Office at 5 p.m. Other than that, does anybody else have anything they would like to discuss or any comments before we adjourn? Everybody good? Need a motion to adjourn, please.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Jason seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We'll see you on November 19th at 5 p.m.